Babies, you like this another video with your boy Alex, and we back again with another clip. The topic today is I want to talk about attracting younger women versus seeking younger women. Sometimes you'll see on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube where a woman and a man will be debating, and it'll be something along the lines of, I'm paraphrasing here, why are you interested in younger women, or why are you attracted to younger women, or something about a middle-aged man being with a younger woman, right? And he gives his reasons. Okay, uh, more willing to cooperate. Um, I like youthful women. They're easier to get along with. They're more open to new things. Stuff like that. And you'll head to the comment section, and a lot of women that call these men predatory. They will call these men controlling, manipulative. They want somebody to control, to manipulate. Basically they're saying that they want a child, right? Or some shit like that. For some cases you may can argue some points, but it just boils down to younger women are interested in older guys. I've seen it time and time again. I've been in high school. I'm 27 now. I just turned 27 March 2nd, by the way. But when I was in high school, a lot of the girls in my age range liked the guys older than them, 2 grades above, or 3 grades above, graduating high school. These are the guys they were really looking at. And you had some relationships where the people or the children would be in, they would be the same age in the same grade. But then I also saw where guys in my age group, or my age group, yeah, ninth grade, the seventh graders would like them, or they be dating a girl 2 years younger than them, seventh grade, something like that. Eighth grade, they're not even in high school yet, and the girls are taking a liking to them guys, right? And it's like, can you really call these guys creeps, right? It may look a little odd for the guy, maybe, but these are the type of men that these women are interested in. You get what I'm saying? You in 12th grade, girls are looking at guys outside of school. 11th grade, they looking at guys out of school, got a job in their 20s, right? Who's to blame here? Now, that is a sticky situation. But when you start moving into when the girls are 18 plus or 21 plus, I think that's a better number. 21 plus, so they're fully legal. And then they're looking at like a 30-year-old man. Sometimes these women, that's what they want, right? And you shouldn't make the guys feel bad, you know what I'm saying? For either them seeking, if they're seeking these type of women, if all they're dating is women that are 10 plus years younger than them, that may be a problem, right? Then you might want to start looking at them sideways. But if they have a healthy mix of different age groups, I mean, the fuck is the problem, right? You're gonna come across a couple of women that may be, 5, maybe 10 years younger than you, that's gonna take a liking to you, right? Especially if you are a man of substance, as we say. If you have substance to you, if you you know, are successful in life, you gonna have women from all walks of life, all age ranges taking attraction to you. You know how like you'll have like the teenage girls that like the movie stars that are way older than they are, right? I mean, that's never gonna happen, but they have a crush on them. It's just what happens, right? But let's talk about on the other hand, where we have these female teachers that are getting pregnant by these students, 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds, right? In middle school, just going into high school, these women are having sex with these guys or these kids, getting pregnant by them, having them run trains on them, shit like that. And these women are getting little to no time, right? The most that'll probably happen is they might get a year, or they might get probation, or they might lose their teaching license and can't teach in a school again. That's a slap on the wrist, in my opinion. That's not seen as predatory, right? You see what I'm saying? Or you'll hear men being violated as children when they were 12 years old, having, relations with a woman that's way older than them. That is traumatic. And what happens is either they were like peer pressured into it by older guys or older cousins or whatever. These guys don't want to do that shit. They don't really want to do that, but they want to fit in. They want to be cool, right? So they go on and partake in some stuff that they shouldn't really partake in at a young age, and it's actually doing more harm than good. You might get the recognition from your older cousins or your older friends or your older family members, but that does something to a person psychologically, female or male. That does something to a person psychologically, right? It's gonna cause trauma. They're gonna have problems when they get older. You get what I'm saying? And instead of them, because they're men, they don't want to talk about it, or they don't want to feel or seem like they're soft, or you know yeah, they don't want to seem soft, they don't want to seem like they're showing their emotions, so they're just like sidestep it or whatever and be like, yo, what it is, what it is. But nah, real shit, it happens. And you can't just, okay, you want to condemn men for talking to or dating younger women. We got to do the same thing for these females, because if you call that predatory, what do you think these females are? They're sleeping with, middle schoolers and getting pregnant by them. If that's if talking to a woman that's like 20 some years old and you 30 is predatory, what is the latter? You get what I'm saying? It's not about, you know, Kevin Samuels said something, and I was watching this video, that it's only weird in the United States. Every other, you know, country or society, it's not frowned upon for younger women to be dating older men. And in some cases, now I don't fully agree with this, but some cases they'll say the woman's prime is when she starts, if I'm not, quote me if I'm wrong, is when she starts puberty, right? So until she's able to bear children, up until, I guess that time where she starts to fizzle out. And then the male that is 30 plus in his 40s that is established, because we know those are the woman's best years, that they say their best years are when they are, fertile, youthful, and beautiful, right? And those are more often than not their younger years. And the men, they still have a ways to go. They don't start this, they age into their they age into their men age into their, you know what I'm saying? I'm drawing a blank here. Oh shit. Men age into their attractiveness. We're gonna use it like that. Men age into their attractiveness. Men age into their attractiveness when women get their attractiveness up front. So they'll say when women are at their peak and when men are at their peak, that's when they should be getting together. So a 16-year-old with a 30-year-old is not uncommon in other countries, right? Now, like I said, I'm not saying that is right, but this is how other societies and other walks of life uh, take this. This is how they, interpret this age thing. And I also had this thing where, people say age is just a number. Now, I do believe age is a number in certain cases, as far as a person being smarter when they're younger or being dumb when they're younger. If you're an idiot when you're a young and you do nothing to correct that as you age, you're still going to be an idiot when you're 30, when you're 40, when you're 50. You're still going to be an idiot. I'm sorry. So age is just a number when it comes to intelligence or wisdom. And if you have not, you know, improved, you're still gonna be that same person. And people look like, man, this dude is 30, this dude is 40, and they're still acting like a child, because that whole time from youth until their adulthood, They did no self improvement, and now you have a fucking man baby right before your eyes, and this is what you were left to deal with. This is what you have to deal with now. Same thing with females. When you see they're exhibiting adolescent traits in their adult years, you're like, wow, age is just a number. That's what I interpret it when people say age is just a number. That's how I interpret it. But when it comes to uh, an older person dating a person extremely younger than them, nah, that's crazy. That's nasty work. Like I know this one girl, right? She might have saw it. She might see this video, but she was talking to this guy, right? And she lied to him. And at that time, she was 18. She lied to him and said he was in his 40s, right? Which 18 to 40, that's still a long span of time. That's a long span of time, right? She lied to him, said he was in his 40s. A year or two later, she gets pregnant, and by the same guy, and then she saw his license, or he came clean. I forgot which one it was, but he comes clean, and he actually was late 50s. He's in his 60s now. She's a child by this guy. Now that, I think that's predatory, right? When you have a girl that just turned 18, because you got to think about it. When you just getting over that legal threshold, right? That legal threshold, you're just your age, your life as an adult starts then. So you can't be, if you're 22, let's just say you've only been an adult for 4 years, right? If you're 22, you've only been an adult for 4 years. You still have your life experience compared to that person that is in their 60s or 40s, 50s, 60s is not. It's not even relatable. You can't even compare the two. They have way more life experience than you. They have way more knowledge than you, way more wisdom. So they know how to work the manipulation tactics. And I tell this person, I think that person is, such and such. Oh no, no, they're not. I know how to handle myself and understand the third. Come to find out, this person was manipulating the whole time, but they were too blind to see that at the time. But because I didn't approve of the situation, I was hating. Right. Another situation, person is real dear to me. They ain't a person that's almost twice their age. Right. I don't approve of it. You know, gave them the ins and the outs, told them how this is not and should not be acceptable. They still decided to go with their choice, and I respect the choice, but I can't I can't rock with it. You see what I'm saying? I respect their choice, but I don't agree with the situation. You get what I'm saying? So those cases like that, that's a whole nother scenario, or that's a whole nother, when you got these extreme age gaps, you're like, man, come on, especially when a person just turns 18. It's hard to argue a case that, oh man, this person has to be. There could be no other way. Why? How could you be interested in this? You could maybe say, oh man, well, they were interested in me first. They came on to me. I mean, even if you just, had your relations or whatever, she's legal. But for you to try to get into a full blown relationship with that person and try to, it looks weird. I'm not gonna lie, it looks weird, right? And then if you have a track record of this, it looks weird, man. Not gonna lie. But if you are an attractive older male, 30 plus, and then younger women are taking a liking to you, you're doing something right. Don't let these women tell you you're doing something wrong. You're doing something right, bro. Right? You're gonna have some younger women on your radar, and it's okay. And I don't know if you want to take them, seriously. But if y'all just dating around, shit, man, what the fuck is the problem? But I don't know. But I do know one thing though. Make sure to dine your eyes across your T's. It's your boy Alex. Catch y'all on the next one.